Hey guys, what is going on? It's me, BakuriBox12 here, and welcome back to another Realm of the Mad God update video. Oh man, it is a battle zone out there right now on the forums. I don't think I've seen a more divisive update in Realm, and it hasn't even come out yet. Who knows how much of this will be in the real thing, if it's going to come out at all. Maybe none of it will be changed. Maybe they're fully convicted of what they're doing. We'll see. All we can do is give feedback, reach a common consensus, and discuss. Politely, please. Please. I'm going to try and get through all this information as quickly as I can because there's a lot to cover, and I'll be completely honest, I don't even really know where to stand on it. There's so much to account for, and so much of it needs a hands-on approach. You can't just read the information and really know. You can make an educated guess, but you can't make a full judgment call until you test it for a prolonged period of time. So I'm going to remain fairly neutral on it for now and let you come to your own conclusion. First up is the Vital Combat. This is the in and out of combat that was already talked about. Whenever you receive damage above a certain threshold, currently at 15 damage, you enter a condition called in combat. While this condition is in effect, your life and mana regeneration is halved. But by halved, they really mean it's brought down to its current level, because when you're out of combat after a couple of seconds pass and you're no longer taking damage, your vitality and wisdom are actually double what they are right now on prod. Your pet's regeneration also takes an additional 2 seconds while in this mode. This is the big pet nerf that they have been trying to implement for a long time. The condition lasts for a base duration of 7 seconds, but is affected by your vitality. So for every 5 vit that you have, the duration is reduced by 0.2 seconds with a minimum of 1 second. So that's where vitality is going to get its new secondary use. It's all shown in your UI. You get this yellow border around your health bar and character. Looks nice, but anytime the concept of nerfing pets comes around the corner, you get people on opposite sides. Next are some DPS buff rebalances. Berserk and damaging effect have gone from a 50% increase down to a 25%, and Curse has actually gone up from 20 to 25%. The armored effect no longer gives double defense, but rather a 50% increase. However, the defense cap has been raised from 85% to 90%. Enemy HP scaling will also be adjusted to fit this. Status effect rebalancing, and this is a big one. Enemies will now have a cooldown for how often they can be affected by a status effect. This means no more chain stunning, no more chain paralyze or slow, daze, stasis, any of that. Which probably means that all of these stun and paralyze immune enemies will go away, with maybe some endgame exceptions. Players will also receive an immunity after being inflicted with Paralyze or Petrify, so we can't get chain paralyzed either. Something that, detached from this update, I think should be implemented anyway. Now we have class rebalances, and this is where things get dicey. Couple of paladin buffs right off the bat actually, 40 vit to 60 vit, attack and dex up to 55, but the seal no longer heals you directly. That is a massive change to the paladin, one that I am torn on. He has had a change to his Wismod as well though, giving it a 0.1 range increase, 2 max HP, and 1 second duration. Mystic also had a buff to her attack, dex, and Wismod. Warrior has Wismod now, and the helmet no longer has a cooldown. The Priest. We're gonna get back to this, but this is the big one. Even people who are totally on board with this update are questioning this decision. Wands have actually been given a buff and damage of around 30%, but tomes now have a 3-second cooldown. They heal for less, and they have even lower healing depending on how many players are being healed. When isolated, I think either one of these nerfs is totally justified, but all three at the same time, that just seems like overkill to me. Necromancer, more vit. Some tiered item changes on the seal. Basically what I already said before, but some tweaking of the numbers. Looks like orbs are getting rid of their berserk duration. Helmets, lower cooldown, higher radius, lower speedy and berserk durations, but they have Wismod. The new wand DPS chart. The severely nerfed tomes, 40 less healing at T6. And a handful of other item changes. Oreo no longer has the -4 defense on equip. They increased the invulnerability duration by 0.2 seconds for every 10 whiz, and even increased the base invulnerability to 1.6 seconds. So this means at max you have a full 2 seconds of invulnerability. Not bad. Again, separate from this update. I'd like to see that. Never hurts to make those rare event whites more desirable. Sandstone Seal now only gives 10 vit on use. Juggernaut same as the other helms, no cooldown, lower berserk and armor duration, but Wismod. Conflict, 5 attack and dex instead of 2. Lower speedy and damaging, but new Wismod. Orb of Aether has a 2 second longer slow and paralyze. Honeytomb Snare is 2 seconds longer. Memento Mori plus 10 attack on equip. Quiver of Thunder no longer has a cooldown, which was the one thing about that item holding it back, so I'm all for that. Prot gives 4 def instead of vit. Heal went way down, added a cooldown. Tome of Purification, my goodness. This is the one. This is like one of the biggest changes to cause an uproar. The purification on party is now just a purification on self. Lower healing, added cooldown. I'll be honest, not a fan of that one. The priest is the support class. He's supposed to heal allies. The fact that nobody else gets the purification besides himself is strange. And I know I'm not alone in that thought process. Tome of Pain has significantly increased damage. The lower heal added cooldown. Book of Geb, lower heal, higher speedy duration. Purification is completely gone and added cooldown. Wow. That's a lot to take in, and we're not even done yet. We still have the exaltations to cover. Basically, whenever you complete an endgame dungeon with an 8/8 character, and you can see all this stuff in your menu, there's a whole UI for it, your class, not just your character, will gain permanent bonuses. So they give an example: if your 8/8 Mystic finishes the nest, or however many nests it says to complete for the increase in dex, your Mystic's dexterity will receive a permanent stat bonus of +1. That includes all Mystics you ever make, forever. They will always have that bonus. Now, if you die in one of these dungeons, progress will actually be reduced. You'll lose like 25%. However, it'll never undo any of the bonuses you already have. So if you have the +1 dex, you can never lose that. You can only lose progress to the next +1. So in a sense, these exaltations push your 8 main stats even higher. Other exaltations include Fast Learner, which increase your XP bonus, so when you kill things, you'll gain more XP and fame. Mastery, which gives you a weapon damage % increase. Armor Proficiency, reducing your in-combat duration. And Weapon Proficiency, which increases your drop rates when using that weapon. They also talk about exalted skins you can get. Max a stat golden statue. The first time you get all 5 stat bonuses in a single stat for a class, the statue of that class in the vault will become golden. I really like that. I love stuff like that. Then they name off all these skins you can get, like the Nexus Sheep pet skin, Gil pet skin, Stone Guardian, Janus, Lilish Oryx pet skin, a one-of-a-kind 32x32 pet based on 03, and if you achieve all stat bonuses across all classes, you'll get a +10% drop rate on all classes. So yeah, like I was saying, so much information to take in, so many things to consider. This is one of the biggest updates I think we've ever had. And it's not even here yet. There's a lot of potential here, and definitely ambition. How much of this is in the game's best interest? I don't know. Like I said, it's incredibly divisive. Some people are totally for it. They want the game to be more balanced, and if it means ripping off the Band-Aid, nerfing some classes and pets, then so be it. Other people are like, no, we like being healed so frequently, the game is designed around it currently, it's fast-paced, it's fun, and these changes are going to kill the game. And if it doesn't, we're quitting anyway. So many people have said that they will straight up quit the game if this goes into effect. It's so heated out there right now. I really don't know what's going to happen. All we can do right now is play on testing and see if we like it. Until then, though, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. All right. See ya.